and welcome back to Gamers8, the Street Fighter 6 Invitational. No, bloodbath execution we just saw on the other stream.
Oh my goodness,
Angry
man.
Bird. Caw. Moving on. Over MOV in one of the sickest, most ridiculous DI-infused sets. My name is Seiko. I'm joined with Lazarus, and we're going to have more action on this stream right here on the B side of things as we start to determine yet who is going to be moving on in the playoffs. We've done like, 4 to 5 matches already, and we still have more in store. Are you excited, my guy?
I cannot wait. After watching that Angry Bird clutch it out versus MOV to qualify to that playoffs. I hope you guys are squad streaming and watching both streams at once, because you should be, man. You do not want to miss out on that action going on the A stream as well. That was extremely intense, man. Obviously the clutches, plays, and like you said, DI infused. And here we go, going for one of the most intense games to the game between two players who have already been eliminated in their groups. But there's still plenty to play for here for Jabim, for Problem X. A lot of pride on the line for Problem X. Oh, playing the Blanka as well. Gonna be able to see what he can cook up. He's again still in the oven with this character. Just gonna go full Blanka now. See what he can do versus Jabim here. That was a really nice drive reversal though.
Look at him following around with the little Blanka doll, taking his son for a walk in the park. Yeah, that's punishable. Careful, Problem X. Finds the drive impact. And you know, I looked at Whopping's tier list. Shout out to him for writing that tier list with his character, because not many people want to do so. And he said this actually is a good matchup for the likes of Blanka. Tries to slide and does so, and that may be why. You have that fireball that you try to set up shop with. You try to walk behind. That slide is more than fine to clip you off your feet, so that's what you have to worry about. And that means you have to use your walk speed and your better buttons and lack that tool.
Oh, the first knockdown. Problem X waking up with violence, as we've seen the Blanka players, they do love to do. And like you said, yeah, this Chun-Li, man, I mean, it looks like the fireball is not an option. Oh my god, Jabim maybe getting inspired by MOV there. Oh no, the legs it whiff, and Problem X gonna take full advantage. You're now in burnout. Just gonna take the stun nice and early. You're not there, Jabim.
Let me see some mix.
Could be a little mix. Yeah, let's see.
Let me see some mix. Sorry, C4, it ain't cringe. Runs it again. Wakes up with the parry, drive reverse, backs everything up. It's one hit to seal it right here. And now his fireball's maybe a little bit more confident, because it's just like one touch. Raw Blanka ball. Actually able to get that hit, that punish counter. Back to neutral we go, and Problem X has to play this carefully. One fireball again might be the win here. That fireball might catch a Blanka ball. Problem X with burnout. Oh no, you gotta run.
Oh, no.
It's like a horror movie. Run, one touch.
He's
counter crouch.
Down, he's chilling. You're trying to make him block something, but you can't make Blanka.
Overhead.
Count it. Overhead conversion.
Oh no, that could have been it.
The 10 show kicks. Gonna clutch
he
it
had the
out
level 3.
Oh, you're right.
He had level 3. What do you?
Probably lightning for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he knew with it. He knew with the character. He knew with it. He brand new. He gonna learn. He gonna learn. He's gonna learn that is punishable. You gotta be careful, Jay. Not punishing it, but you have to be careful. Those TK block balls, unless they're OD, can be dealt with.
Wake up, level 3. Not gonna work out. The Problem X just should be an easy confirmation. Well, not even need to know the level 3 input to close it out. And there we go, 1-0. But Jabim showing some good stuff. Just a little bit antsy on those wake ups, man. Sometimes, you know, those wake up level 3s are so advertising. I love that, by the way. Completely ready for that juggle state. Force knockdown off the rainbow ball. And now Jabim with the corner control.
Rise of punish counter with the fireball follow up. There's a slide, just a raw one. Driver's back medium kick, but here's the parry. Gets the corner push. You're not worried about damage. You just want that corner push back up at the corner. No anti right there. Maybe because they were sitting down. We didn't really see them stand up for the 10 show kick. Go for the drive reverse. He really loves drive reverse. And what a pickup! Does not get the super. Still falls to the super final. That's unfortunate. Problem X a little bit too anti. Gets clipped low, bro. What is this scramble game?
To be fair, she was holding that Kaku for so long. She's just like, you know, but like, I mean, I would have jumped into it too, man. There's no way that super lasts that long. There we go. Worked out for Jabim.
Yes, it did. Slide once again. Drive rush in with the punish counter throw. Caught him doing something. Another throw, another counter hit again. He mashing something and getting caught, you know, on these meaty situations. Impact lands against a fireball. A little bit too close range with it. And now we're going to see the pickup, the enhanced Blanka right now, all powered up.
Oh, but the wake up perfect parry. I love it. Obviously, Problem X trying to go for the plus on block meaty. Big drop, but oh no, Blanka-chan, the homie to save the day from behind the back.
So I got you. Don't worry.
Don't worry, man. You set me up. I'm coming for you.
If nobody got me, Blanka-chan got me. Problem X on set point right now.
Look, I'll tell you right now, Cola, no one got Blanka except Blanka-chan. Maybe Menardi. No one caring for this guy.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. Okay, here we go off the low. Starter. Double legs with a good order. And then we're gonna get that level 3-2 as well. Jaheim gonna build that bar right back up and put himself in a fantastic lead. Allows him in the corner, so this is a really good super. Back to the anti-air. He's been so good about landing these anti-airs against the ball, and that'll make him fall. Are you kidding me? The reactions. We saw that she could deal with it. She could deal with Blanka ball if she runs the palms, but I've not seen that. This dude's gaming.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen people getting better at checking stuff like the Blanka ball. I think Blanka ball not quite as good as the headbutt, can be hit a little bit better by some of these right hitboxes. And oh, what another unfortunate a DP or flash kick from Problem X not working out because we had Jabeem. A lot of pressure here and potentially taking the set over Problem X now. One more hit, the 10 show kicks is enough. And Jabeem on set
That's
point.
what I like to see. Yeah, that energy, that same sort of energy that took down Tokido, that same sort of, heat, but nice confirmed. Drive rush right after it. Drive rush against these in the lift, off and the slide applied. Backs up looking for that anti, but too far out the distance. You him with a fantastic jump out. Puts himself in that corner position where he's jailed in Problem X, but he finds a way out.
Holding up forward, man. Of course, you got to pick something. If your opponent goes for throw, you get out the corner for 3. Or maybe you take a cross cut, depending on the character. But the hard back Blanka will punish count on that low forward. Wake up with the EX10 show kicks. Jabeem, though, does not really have the meter to work with to make the comeback in this set. But you know what? It can be slow and steady here. You know, chip is not a factor unless you're in burnout. So you can take your time in these comeback situations. But you try and jump, you try and speed things up. Problem X with that down charge. Going to get the anti-air. And now double set point for both these players.
You're definitely right about, just taking your time a little bit. Would have liked to see him walk it down. He's doing something different with the fireballs, and now he's going to get hit with the enhanced Blanka. Needs more Blanka balls. Look at that. Sets up shop. Someone was asking, when can you set up? You have to get these knockdowns to get going full, and there's a lot of recovery on it. The explosion.
No way.
Getting the pickup. No way. Does not get the slide, but that was still sick. It's Problem X. All he needs is 2 big conversions right here. Some decent combos. There is one hit. The OD 10 show kicks will get him out for a little bit.
Okay, but he's in burnout now. Jabeem still has a little bit of meter to work with. There we go, recovered. Full 6 bars for Problem X, using 2 already on the EX Blanka ball. Makes it a little bit harder to check. You know, we've seen how good Jabeem is at checking that. Tries to throw low forward into the Soten Rakan. Gonna be able to cash out a lot of damage here and potentially mount a comeback now.
Bro, woke up TK OD. Now you want Blanka player in OD Blanka ball to make him fall. First he did the OD wake up TK, which is already hella cheap, and then he did the wake up DP to seal the deal. And that means that officially Problem X may not be moving on, but he is a Blanka player through and through. We'll be seeing that more of that Blanka throughout the likes of the CPT, online and offline. Yes. But man, oh man, that's a wild not mild dude right there. I'm glad that he has finally found a character. Maybe it's late, I wouldn't even say it's late. It's been 2 months, 2.5 months of this game. But I'm glad that he's found a character that he knows how to get grimy with. He just has to solidify a few things. And
yeah,
sheesh.
I mean, Lily can definitely get grimy, but I mean, if we're talking about grind, Blanka definitely up there, man. And yeah, like I said, still obviously a lot worked on that character. Not one of those easy to pick up characters, I think. Plays very differently, and we saw some of the setups. They did land, but he wasn't ready with the conversions. And as I mentioned before, earlier today, how you get better at those conversions, you have to remember you just got to play the game a lot. And when you play with Blanka a lot, you'll learn him eventually. But you know what he knows already is that wake up, jump back, EX Blanka ball is pretty good. It's a pretty good option, and that's all you need to know sometimes.
I mean, I talked to him a week ago. He's like, bro, I got the sauce with Blanka. I'm sorry. Bruv, I got the sauce with Blanka, bruv, I've got the tea with Blanka. So he proved it. He had some 6 setups with the Blanka doll, and some happy accents were definitely happening. But I see the game plan with this character already. I see what he wants to achieve with this character. Maybe the defense isn't there all the way in terms of the anti-airs, maybe the conversion of the combos. But look at that, that's so cheap. That is so cheap.
Bro, who
Oh, man.
Giving Blanka the freaking little set, like actually something straight out of an anime game, by the way, like a little projectile that stays on screen no matter what, and will even on hit still be coming at you. But we're Soldier Beam obviously ready for the matchup, right? Saw so many good checks on the Blanka ball, eliminating that option from Problem X. And you have to find different ways to win that neutral. And this time went for the overhead. Obviously, we saw that mix up the first time, went low. This time, Problem X getting opened up. But yeah, still very tough game right there, trying to speed it up. Got anti-air, of course. Up Blanka ball, still a strong anti-air in this game. I feel like all up, like all flash kick type moves in this game are really strong to anti your opponent.
Yeah, they do really feel like they are. You know, Jack not covering a lot of range, and of course, Blanka ball.
Bird kick, of course. But
yeah.
That got changed.
Yeah. I do think that, you know, Blanka may suit him. You know, he's still working with that character. We're working through some more matches. I do believe we have DCQ versus Oil King. Now, on the other stream, it was said by a very trusted source, shout out to Blue, that it was Oil King on the Rashid. So he is a man of the win right now, which I like to see. And honestly, you know, things change. You might find something with this character that's like, this suits me more, right? Like maybe his playstyle when he was playing him a couple weeks ago was like, I don't know if this character's for me. But maybe he's found something. I think actually the way that Rashid is in this game right now may actually suit Oil King's playstyle, which is like more, I don't want to say gimmicky, but like a lot more like mix heavy. I think that may suit him very well in this game.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you can say gimmicky, man. I think that's kind of what it's looking like. But that's not a bad thing. In a game that's like got so much mental stack, having oddball options that maybe not are the strongest, not literal 50-50s, you know, they can be still powerful because he's got a lot of them as well, right? And you're going to have to learn how to deal with every individual one. And each one, you know, is going to have their own timing, it's going to have their own things like that. I mean, we've seen, you know, in that MOV versus Angry Bird set, extremely tense. But MOV kind of catching onto something, you know, using DI a lot, which was something we don't see at the top level. But he was realizing, oh, Angry Bird's doing a lot of buffer into heavy Jinrai, into, you know, just Jinrai in general, just using a lot of, like, he's just buffering a lot of things. And if I walk up, block, and then DI, I'm going to get a punish counter a lot of these times. And then even though that's a gimmick, you know, quote unquote, trying to use DI like that, being able to exploit someone's playstyle because you know they're weak to that to some extent is not a gimmick. That's just what good observation, good, you know, perception of what your opponent's trying to do to win with. But yeah, it's been an intense set so far. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing some Rashid. And like I said, this is a man with absolutely nothing to lose. Oil King has already been eliminated, but he's already ruined someone's day, man. Being Ending Walker made his job to qualify a little bit harder for the day. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing hopefully more Rashid.
I hope we get to see it too. I want to see more of this matchup. I want to see more of just Rashid in general. We saw Momochi take him to like the almost highest placement of like a top 6. Like he got, I think, top 24, somewhere in like top 12, I believe, with Rashid, and with only like 2 weeks to practice and play. Less than that, actually. So it was sick to see that character being taken with a more footsie-based player. But I want to see Oil King, all right? Oil King has been known to be that wild child when it comes to running that character. He is running the Rashid. Perfect parry. Go for that back throw, of course. He said that him and JB, you know, he stayed over at JP's house for like a week. He labbed out this character. He found a bunch of 6 setups. In the side switch, how do you even anti-air that, bro?
Crossed up. Well, he's talking about gaming, talking about some grimy stuff. I mean, that looked pretty grimy, man. He just cross up, jumped you from mid-screen just like that. I mean, that was fast. I don't know if I'm answering that. Obviously, the tornadoes there is a bit predictable in a sense, but you know, there's a lot of other options that you can do out of that enhanced tornado for all his special moves, and all of his movement options as well get buffed up. Jab, no confirm though, and great interruption from Oil King. Gonna land that back throw on that throw mix-up after the spinning mixer.
Oh, here we go, Yasar. Oh, you thought the bait? He waited and baited? Easy bait up and again, and that's the win. The stand fierce off the shimmy. Brother, just the idea of what could come through from the Yasar. It wasn't even real mix. It was just like, if I do hit you with this, you're going to feel unusual. And making DCQ, who's playing Ken, I just noticed, like, making him feel unusual.
Maybe, obviously, I think JP actually is going to struggle a little bit versus Rashid. Got excellent wake up meaty projectile options, which is going to hamper all that ODs. Oh, misses the loop, unfortunately, or maybe just going for a throw reset there at Oil King. I like that jump back, the DI on the Dragon Lash, so ready with the level 2. No, just going to take the corner of the evil spike, of course. He's running at him, but exactly at that moment, the run is going to lose. What a punish counter.
Punish counter.
Low forward. Sick.
Beautiful stuff here from Oil King. Corner pressure's been fantastic, making DCQ a little bit just not at home, even though we haven't really seen the kid from DCQ as far as I've seen on this stream. Old King has been running all over him. The knowledge is there against Genrai kicks and things like that. Against the Dragon Lash, enhanced mixer, still plus, still positive. Here's the back throw though. And one of the things I want to see DCQ go for is more jump is. Here's a perfect parry. Back throw, Oil King is in business. Is he the corner pressure of this character is sick.
We've seen so many perfect parries coming out of Oil King already, man. Just knows the timing, the crouch heavy knock. Oh my, I don't know if he wanted that or if that was just a misconfirm. EX spinning Mika doesn't go really punished. He's going to be in burnout in the corner here. Oh no, the jump fears punishing any anti-air attempt from Oil King now in the corner. Jumps out of the DI attempt though, not meaty enough.
Yeah, that hard to punch sweep for a sweep. Oh, we are just janitorial duties by both these players. Drive rush in, he seeks in the impact. That should be a wrap. DCQ routing the ship a little bit and stabilizing things. And honestly, it just takes, you know, those jumpers. You saw him go for parry instead of like an anti-air. Kind of hesitated. Yep. Drive rush back throw on the punish counter. This is looking bad. Yes, wow. You saw it. You said it, chat. Simply DI the Dragon Lash.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? In the third day here of the Gamers8 Invitational, people have turned up. They are reacting to these moves now. I mean, Dragon Lash definitely reactable. Obviously, it's whether or not you're fast enough to be able to press that DI so you don't get DI'd back. The Jinrai, the crazy kicks overhead. No level 3. That could have been. He's standing in the DI. This time, he's bet it all. He's like, I'm just got to get out of this situation, man. But that was a nice bait from DCQ.
I like how he running it back. Like last time he got hit with that dragon or the drive impact, and now he's just like, okay, I'll just sneak this one and do the short one and let you run that drive impact and get you for it. Now we're game to game right now. Here we go. Knockdown. He's gonna go the dash up throw. No charge up. Back dashes away from the Dragon Lash. We've seen DCQ look for that entry point, and it's been denied so continuously.
He's answered that so many different ways, man. It's been very impressive. That is plus off the heavy follow-up, but all goes for the throw bait. Unfortunately, they're trying to get him into some more gimmicky stuff, but DCQ gonna miss his punish. And Oil King now on set point.
Man, just the way that he's able to route things back. DCQ has been relying upon a few things, Dragon Lash and then Jinrai loops. We haven't really seen like the normal neutral stuff, like these, you know, good buttons of stand fierce so continuously. It's just been relying upon these access points to start the party, and Oil King's been denying it quite a bit. Here's the punish counter jab starter, drive rush back throw, up in the corner you go. Yeah, the fake out maybe with that parry, but Oil King is not getting baited at all.
Oh, they're jumping. Everyone going for those throw attempts in the corner, everyone holding up forward, getting out of that corner. Very smart stuff. And, oh, I like it though. Fighting out and Oil King. Spend that level 3. Let's go. Is this CA as well? Oh, yeah. I love this super so much. Selfie down.
Selfie down. TikTok won't stop jumping in. One more solid hit. And again, the back dash against the Dragon Lash. The spacing has been on point from the most oily of kings. Oil King taking it 2-1. Running the Rashid. And I gotta wonder, on some real deal stuff, I'm looking at you seriously because you watch this back, Oil King. What would have happened if you had played this character from day one? What would have happened? Would you have been ruling this? To me, this Rashid looking kind of clean, bro. I ain't gonna front. But we will be seeing Oil King in the CPT, so I'm assuming he'll be doing damage out there. It feels like he's back in business, bro, with this character. I feel like this is him. This is Oil King.
Yeah, I mean, you just said it there, Seiko. What would have happened, man? I mean, yeah, okay, you're not going to be a fully developed game plan with Rashid on all matchups, but is your opponent not going to know what you're doing? And we've seen a little bit of these gimmicks working out, and unfortunately dropped there of that SAR Eagle Spike, but I mean, just in general, he was just playing against Ken really well. I feel like he could have been playing any other character, and he probably would have been cooking up DCQ's Ken right here. But it was because he was playing Rashid. DCQ probably didn't feel comfortable picking JP, right?
Yeah, that's what's gonna be happening later in these games as the meta gets developed, like having counter picks and things like that. Sometimes it's for, you know, play style, sometimes it can be for matchups. But I think that there were some good moments from DCQ. He's looking for Dragon Lash, he's looking for Genrai kicks, but those were sniffed out and stuff. And there was some good counterplay. Look at that, gets a side switch, but did not get the right punish. Unfortunate, you know, this Ken looking a little bit newer than compared to the JP. But I like that, like forcing the JP to be on the sidelines, to be, you know, off to the side for a little bit, have to run a different character. That's a big win in and of itself. Then you see the likes of maybe not fully formulated Rashid, but one that's strong enough to get that victory. making me think that if Oil King had picked Rashid earlier, maybe things would have been similar, but it maybe would have been closer. But it's hard to say. It's hard to say because Rashid himself, I would like to see DCQ jump in a little bit more because his anti-airs for Rashid aren't the best. We mentioned stand heavy kick can clip, and it does do good at some ranges. It's very particular. Range, so is right range, so is mixer. OD mixer is kind of hard, but we are not done with this action. Once again, it's a 4 fills back up on the sticks. He's gonna have a long day today, I ain't gonna lie, against Daigo, the beast. Let's see if he will feast. We'll see what's gonna take the victory. It's gonna be JP versus Ken.
Yeah, I mean, he could have a long day, or he could lose here and finish his day a little bit early, Sincolo. I mean, obviously, if he manages to beat Daigo, that is 100% 4 fills is through to the playoffs. He's currently 3-2, beating Hot Dog in the last set they played. But, you know, if Hot Dog beats his game, then it will come down to the head-to-head. So it's going to be very interesting. But if Fulfills just manages to beat Daigo, easier said than done, obviously. But, I mean, we've been seeing him when he played against Hot Dog. He looks extremely warmed up today. I mean, he was playing phenomenally compared to the previous 2 days, I think. Still managing to get 2 wins, by the way. But since then, has turned it up, and JP is looking like one of the best in the tournament right now. And maybe it's enough to take down Daigo. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, well, Daigo fans, I see up in the chat, ready. See if the king is going to be working or getting worked. You know, the 4 fills very on point. You know, I think it's wild that people might think that like the 4 fills. I don't know if the 4 fills is ever like nervous. I've seen him fight like the problem X continuously. I mean, like he's a chill dude in the first place. Like you look at him and you think he's a bouncer or something like that. He'll piece you up. He's actually one of the nicest, sweetest people you'll ever meet. You're able to talk to him about anything. He's young. He maybe downplayed Falk a little bit too much, but he is a great guy. But when it comes to the sticks, he is very violent on his play. He's probably the most aggressive and probably the best Falk player in the business in 5. And when it comes to JP, it feels like that aggression is still there. We talked about that crouching medium punch being a tent pole of his toolkit, using that button to stuff, drive rushes, and get conversions off of that, and how ready he is to convert off of divergence, the turbulent stuff that you should in the first place with that character. I also think that, like, you know, this dude has beat Problem X many times in CPT finals. Like, he is going to be ready for the beast. He is not going to be swayed by champions. He's already beat champions. He's become a champion himself. He's going to be ready to take down Daigo. Yeah,
we'll have to see. That is obviously going to be our upcoming match very shortly. But yeah, I mean, I want to almost talk about Oil King. I want to talk about Rashid more, man. This character's so cool. Obviously, one of the newest characters. We will be seeing Aki soon, hopefully. Obviously, coming out fairly soon. Which will be very exciting as well. Maybe Rashid can pick up a bit of steam since then. I mean, if he had his infinite though, they obviously patched that bug out with Desar, which would let him do an infinite block string. Would you think he'd be better, or obviously be better? But would he be broken though? Would he be broken? Probably.
Yeah, he'd be broken. It was nasty. It was nasty. But the character right now that people are asking for patches. Actually, both of them are asking for patches for both of them, which is actually kind of crazy. But JP has been the scourge of Evo, and one of the scourges out here at the Gamers8 tournament. Let's see what happens. 4 fills, a lot of fake outs, but Daigo jumping in and getting that back throw punish counter too as well for a lot of corner carry.
We'll see. Again, trying to go for that crouch strong. Obviously, we mentioned how important that button is, but if anyone's going to know the range and the spacing of that, it's going to be Daigo, man. Playing Street Fighter for so many years.
Only him, bro. He is Street Fighter. He is Street Fighter. And there again, you see the parries, drive rush, stand heavy kick. That with medium kick and stand fierce are really good drive rush buttons against this character.
Oh, what a sick answer to the drive rush forward right there. Just a perfect parry to get the punish last second. Obviously, nothing else he could have done to interrupt that. Next time, you got to think Daigo's probably... He's walking.
Are you kidding me?
He's walking.
Dog walking. Brother, are you kidding me? 4 fills. Again, no fear off this dude. I'm telling you. Usually stroll through the park. Drive rush misses the throw. No back throw gonna happen here. Nice. There's the anti-air from Daigo.
Yep, always gonna be ready, man. He's always gonna be ready, man. Stop jumping. I know you got a good rate fit. That's gonna be a punish, actually. Gonna set up for a big. Oh no, does drop the follow up with the departure, but. And
there again.
That fierce. Oh, doesn't quite confirm though. That is the one thing about you got to know about the departure setup. When he clicks his fingers, there's no punish counter frames. There's no recovery frames on the move technically, so he can't be punish countered. Don't ask me why, man. Don't ask me. Ask Problem X. He'll tell you all about it.
Problem X will tell you about 5-6 minutes But I'm about to tell you right now, Forfeil's about to get that victory. The first one, he's in burnout. Drive rush, staying fierce. Can Daigo land a drive impact on some of these limbs? However, Forfeil's is back with all that drive gauge. So it's going to be more difficult, and you can't run in with the spikes on the ground. You're going down. Forfeil's about to take down Daigo, possibly, and we're right back in the match.
Yeah, and if he does take down Daigo, Cola, he will be qualified for the playoffs alongside him. So definitely a big opportunity here. Forfeil's, all he's got to do is win 2 more rounds. It is against Daigo, but you know, 2 rounds.
Yeah. Simply win two wins against Daigo. But Forfeil's is made of 4 men right here. OD keeping it locked down and sticks in the command grab. You so cheap. As when we're hitting the overhead, we'll seal the deal, bro.
Wow, and that set point for Forfeil's making it almost out. He just needs to get 1 more round. Has nearly 3 bars on the table as well. 1.5 there. We will build it by the end of this round. Going to be forced early on into that corner by Daigo. We'll see if he can make it out with the amnesia like he did last time. Might not be so easy. The meaty projectile, a great counterplay against it. And again,
another command grab.
Embrace.
Sneaks it in. He's been slipping that in continuously. I feel like we've seen more from the Forfeil's than any other JP player, and it's great because it's keeping Daigo unaware. So you've got to look out for it. It's difficult. You got to look out for the sound, the different sort of cloud that pops up. OD departure, and I like how he sets up the departure far out, so you don't know if he's going for the teleport or just going for the spike.
Oh, big counter hit, crouch strong into the level 3. That might be enough, Cola. I think it is.
Daigo fans are praying right now. Hands are clapped up. Not in ruins just yet, but damn near. OD departure again. Neutral jump off the low. Blocks everything out though. Daigo. He's gotta be so careful. It's one touch, falls the fireball. He can do this. He's full screen, he's almost in burnout. If Forfeil's puts him in burnout, it's going to be over. It's going to be looking terrible here. One touch and interrupts the Dragon Lash. The light punch from Forfeil's 2-0. The first mark on Daigo is from the Forfeil's.
Come on, England. Let's go. Just take some games off Daigo. That's all it takes, man. Come on, Forfeil's qualified for the playoffs with that win over Daigo. Gonna finish in the pools 4-2, and I think that wraps up that group. Wow, very impressive games over Daigo there. Can't lie.
My man said, "Come on, it's coming home." Let me stop because that might be DMCA. Might be DMCA, but looking back at that match, I feel like when you sneak in something so deadly, that's so slow, that most people don't use, like the command grab, it changes the landscape of the game. You're thinking about, oh, that's going to come through a lot more. This man is really going to hit me with the command grab. And it's slow. You neutral jump, it can get a punish. You can deal with it as the other fireballs. But once you put that in the toolkit, it's something you have to worry about, and it may just stagger some of that aggression that you'd like to have as a Ken player.
Yeah, and you know what we're going to see in these highlights coming up as well, exactly how Forfeil's managed to take it. I mean, again, the really nice perfect parry. So again, to mention, if he converted into a combo, that would be sick. It's so menacing. That's how Forfeil played, man. Of course, he basically always just seemed to have the life lead. Nice little shimmy. He was really good on the offense. Yeah, I felt like he didn't really do anything that special, man. We saw Daigo react to DIs all day yesterday. This is like the first time we've seen him not be awake at the wheel, so not sure what happened there. I think that's a fake overhead into the low, right? And I mean, here to clutch it out. Level 3, not nearly enough. Yeah, he's got like the Seth thing, you know.
Yeah, and this right here put Daigo on the back foot. Trying that desperate comeback, but that was that. You see, even Forfeil's walking back, looking for these like full screen options. And we've seen the jabs as a challenge against Dragon Lash throughout this entire tournament. We've seen crouching medium punch against Drive Rush. The Forfeil's is understanding what ranges Ken wants to play at and how he wants to get in, and just standing right outside the tip to check him from coming in. So good stuff for Forfeil's, well played. I mean, Daigo, as some people in the chat were saying, has historically not had the best time against JP, even though Ken does very well. We saw Kaku piece up Daigo, and many people joke that, oh no, if Daigo's losing to a character, there might have to be them patches real soon, but you'll have to wait until after Capcom Cup. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, he's probably right, but you can have to wait. And there's also other characters that might need a little bit of touching up in this game.
Guile? Guile?
Yeah, fine. I'll let Guile get shot if that means JP gets brought down with him, man. But yeah, we're going to see the next match we'll have on stream after that excellent match between Forfeil's and Daigo. Get Master versus Kaku, and again, this is one of those pools where it could be anyone's game, anyone's day could be ruined, not making it through. But currently, both Master and Kaku 3-2. So is VX Bao, all in that same group. this win will cement who makes it out into the playoffs out of these two players, and then it'll be a fight between the loser and VX Bao.
I love how Valmaster already is punching his hands in that picture because my man has had nightmares about this character, but he has put the work in to get the win. He may complain about JP, as we all do, but the difference between the average person on Twitter just going off on a rant about this character, how people are carried, and him is that he puts in the work to grind out the matchup and get the victory either way, earning him the ability to whine as long as he gets the win, right? We saw that yesterday. We saw him put in a clinical work against every JP player that he beat and took that energy against everybody that he fought to as well. However, this is Kaku, who is the best JP in the business currently, doing work at Rebel Kumite, obviously top 6 placer out at EVO, and by many people's accounts, just understands the character at the highest level.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, I mean, obviously we saw him yesterday did give VX Bao a bit of a mauling on the Chun-Li. So as we mentioned, he's definitely ready for the JP matchup. You wouldn't be complaining about Twitter if you haven't done everything in your power. Right, guys? If you haven't done everything in your power, you haven't labbed the matchup, of course you can't go on Twitter and complain. That's the rules, all right? You gotta do your homework, and then you're allowed to get all the clout on Twitter for complaining about characters. And yeah, we'll see. Again, the winner of this will make it out into that playoffs, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, it's not up to us; it's up to the players.
Let's see what happens here. Valmaster versus Kaku. This is Valmaster's ultimate test, and Kaku, for him, is he ready for a Chun-Li of this caliber? We saw that Valmaster went down to Grand Todokai, so once again, I feel like that started the whole I hate this character, I'm gonna piece up every JP that we see. And already off to a fantastic start, getting a parry and a punish in that crouching Kickstarter, and these fireballs. Kaku challenged before he can even leave the corner, and has lost damn near half his health.
Yeah, and now he does have the corner though. And JP's damage in the corner will be very scary, especially if you can set up those departure spikes. And the DI, the neutral jump DI from Kaku getting real dirty with it. Big damage can set up for a safe jump as well. OEX10 show kicks the final feints, man. Perfect parry. No punish though, really hard, really deep on the jump in. With the drive rush in, I don't think it's enough. Oh, maybe it is now with all the level of the EX extensions. My goodness.
Jesus Lord. All from a bad fireball. I'm not sure what Valmaster was looking for with that fireball. Maybe thought he was far enough so he can get the party started and like drive rush right after it, but not meant to be. All that corner pressure. He broke down Kaku. Just the feints and the fake outs we see a lot from him that make you feel unusual. Wow. Called out the anti-air. I don't really see that against the likes of Chun-Li because it's such a sharp angle, but Kaku ready and steady.
What a sick neutral jump. Yeah, I mean, obviously Chun-Li's like standing kick is very good for an anti-air game, but in neutral jump wise, I mean, there we saw Kaku take advantage of that. And now still got the corner control. EX projectile lands, no confirmation. Just sweep it. I mean, yeah, it's only -7, man, and when it's spaced like that, it's so obnoxious. The cross up with a down forward heavy kick. Now got the corner. Stun will kill for sure.
Can he lock it in? Fireball. Try to stick it in at the right time. It's almost back. Try to get the drive impact, but called out too late. And some of those sequences, it might just be better to not go for the drive impact at all, because once they see that bar is almost, replenished, they know what you want. We're back in the next game. Kaku's corner pressure has been insane right now.
Yeah, I mean, you're right there, Killer. Like I said, people just know what's coming. I mean, he could have done it earlier, maybe, but you could tell the Valmaster, he probably could have got the stun. Obviously, have to be worried about the reverse level 3 and things like that. But you also, want to save the 3 bars for the next round if you do take it. So a lot of things on Valmaster's mind there. And then right at the last second, chosen DI didn't work out. But now has a bit of control in this game, except for the drive meter, and getting Amnesia here, going to take the hit, but that's going to lead into a big jump for Kaku.
And corner carry too, out of the corner, and Valmaster's full screen. Kaku with this pressure, building up that level 2, deletes the drive rush for a little bit. There's the anti right there. It's going to get the pickup in to the SA. One more OD fireball will be the play. You get that pickup, does not get the overhead. Level 2, he can pop it, but the overhead will clip Kaku and make him dead. Valmaster staving off set point.
There we go, and the shimmy, the Serenity Stream with the fierce as well, going to lead to big damage. Oh my goodness, do not tech mid-screen versus this character. Meaty overhead, that's a combo as well. What a setup from Valmaster. They're going to spend it all just for the pressure right here. Burning out with JP, extremely scary, but doesn't care. He just wants the offense.
Yeah, especially when you can't drive rush right after. You know, you need drive rush to get throw loops. You have real throw loops with the character. Bro, what a conversion off the Zanshu punish, the jump heavy kick. Kaku ready to make sure that Valmaster pays for every mistake. And check the bar at the bottom. Does not go for the level 2 activation at all. Does find the jump medium punch because he's about to make a fall off that level 3. The backboard. We're going to see it. No, he goes for the empty medium. Air to air, no. From Valmaster, clips him low. Valmaster still in the game.
Very nice. 1-1, and again, the winner of this set makes it through the playoffs. All to play for now. His Zanshu, it does counter hit the faint projectile. Maybe Kaku thinking he could check at the last moment. But there we go. Unfortunately, doesn't get a conversion. That was a big opportunity.
By some people's accounts, this match matters because the person who wins, you know, moves on. It looks like so. Very, very, very stressful right now for both players. Perfect parries to Zanshu instead of just going for punishes. We've seen it whiff and miss. He'd rather just get that perfect parry, get that back throw. Another back throw. Where you going? And call up in the corner. It's a departure. The air to air right there. Oh, the overhead blocks it out.
I heard the burnout noise, man. Game over, man. Luckily, does jump out of the corner, man. That's big for Valmaster for this round, which could potentially seal his fate if he doesn't manage to clutch it out here. You're going to take a lot of chip from this, and here comes the Lavushka.
Oh, he actually able to get out? Yeah, that could have been way worse. Valmaster still has to chase it and get like a perfect parry. Drive rush in. Doesn't have the best distance, but there's that jump medium punch predictively calling out any forward momentum. And drive rushes in for the throw. The leisurely stroll to get that victory, that grip. Kaku on set point.
He's certainly not in a hurry, man, with that drive rush. He's walking slowly, but menacingly, and gets in range of that throw. And Valmaster too afraid to attack at that range.
Takeouts once again around the departure too as well. Like that's super dangerous because you don't know when you want to go like for a parry or when you think it's your turn. Does find the anti right there.
Oh, huge with the roundhouse. Goes for the perfect parry for the cross-up anti-air, but Kaku one step ahead, goes for the empty jump. Unfortunately, misses his timing in the corner for the meaty. He get punished now. Valmaster trying to find his Zanshu. Does get a throw on Kaku. This is looking like Valmaster's round to lose with 3 bars on the table. Definitely going to want to save that for the next round. Nice block.
Careful now. Kaku's building up that CA in range, and now Valmaster's in burnout. Level 2. Oh, the Zanshu would have called. But here's the amnesia. Impact. Oh, man, it might be a wrap. He about to show me something saucy.
Think so.
Show me something saucy. No hot dog. Oh, no, we just need the level 3. That's all that's necessary.
Dead, man.
Level 3. Deader than dead right now. On the ground.
Ashes. Oof.
Kaku takes down Valmaster. The sleep demon not defeated as the health is depleted. Kaku 2-1 over Valmaster. Brother.
Damn, and a pretty intense set. Could have gone either way, man. Both of those rounds in the third game came down to some pretty last-minute interactions right there. But Kaku just sending it with a DI. Valmaster not ready with the counter with the level 3 or anything like that. And you know, it is tough. It's tough out here, and I'm surprised at that damage. The post-stun damage, man. Holy moly! Like, I don't know. Did he get hit by the DI or did he block it? I feel like he might have gotten hit because the scaling looked whack.
Not sure, but I'm never scared. I'm never. I always just assume when the level 3 hits, so like I see a combo from Kaku, and level 3 hits at the end, like that's the end, bro. Like he gonna kill you.
He knows.
It's not looking. It's not looking good. And I like that he didn't go for that level 2 immediately. He's like, I'm gonna finish this with level 3, knowing that he's gonna get that kill. Let's take a look at the highlights real quick of how Valmaster was not able to beat every one of his demons, because this one is the biggest and the baddest. Kaku, the best JP player in the business.
Oh yeah, for sure. And again, this guy was my #1 pick to take the tournament, and I'm glad to see he has now qualified for the playoffs, so I haven't gone completely awry. But yeah, I mean, this is sort of one of the reasons why. It's just so much awareness right there for the DI situation in the corner. Obviously, you didn't really see in that clip, but he was basically, if he got hit by the DI, it was done. And it was game. But excellent neutral jump. But you know what? Valmaster still got it, man. Those roundhouse anti-airs, he's always ready.
Yeah, he's been really good on those anti-air situations. And it's hard because jump heavy kick is really nasty button. But it's just Kaku's pressure in the corner was really good. I like this sequence right here. Goes to the low after that reset scramble. but it's just like the pressure from Kaku continuously from full screen. You know, I feel like the damage output wasn't really there from the side of Valmaster. She can access damage, right? You've seen it before with this character.
I did get
what you're about
hit.
to see. Look at that. Look at this. You had half your life. All resources were spent. So, okay, yeah, I get it. And it was CA, but damn, was that all the damage. I bet Valmaster, the minute the combo hit, set down the controller and said, all right, you got this, bro. You got this, bro.
Yeah, he did get hit by that DI, so there was definitely a lot less scaling than there should have been. But with CA, I want to say he was probably dead anyway. Most of that damage came in from that level 3 at the end there, and yeah, that definitely would have done a chunk. But who knows? Maybe if he just blocked that, or you know, obviously had the reactions to level 3, level 1, anything like that, he could have made it out there alive and qualified for the playoff spot. But now it's going to be Kaku. We're going to have to see the fight between VX Bao and Valmaster now for qualifying. But we'll have to wait to see that until after this break coming up.